Let's talk about ITV Idents! In 1955, ITV was launched, the second British channel, a successful network of regional franchises. Some bastard ditched the regional names and made it all be one company in 2002, thus robbing the UK of its only local TV station. We are going to talk about the logos of various regions and programming strands. One of three, the regions and breakfast. The regional stations were gradually launched from 1955 to 1962, starting with London, the Midlands and Northern regions, and ending with the Channel Islands being the last to get ITV. The first batch of regional franchises lasted until 1968. In 1968, TWW in Wales, Rediffusion and ATV in London, ABC in the North West and the Midlands on weekends, and ABC in Granada and Yorkshire were replaced by HTV, Thames and LWT, Granada and ATV, and Yorkshire respectively. The 1981 franchise lines replaced ATV with Central, Southern with TVS, and Westwood with TSW. Also in 1983, TVAM launched, giving the whole country its first taste of breakfast television. In 1993, TVS was replaced by Meridian, TSW by West Country, TVAM by GMTV, and most controversially, Thames by Carlton. It has long been said that Margaret Thatcher wanted Thames to lose due to a World in Action episode called Death on the Rock about the IRA. Throughout the 1990s, companies started to buy each other out due to new legislation enabling them to do so. In 1999, a generic look was introduced across most of the country, and Carlton introduced its own generic look, superseding the Central and West Country names. In 2002, Granada's evil plan for world domination was finally realised. Carlton and Granada regions all became ITV1. Out went HTV, even though it's Wales. Only Scotland, Northern Ireland and the Channel Islands remained. The Channel Islands have also since become ITV. 2 of 3, CITV! CITV, or as it was then known, Children's ITV, was launched in 1983 in order to give children's programming their own branding. It originally features a rotating lineup of presenters, including Matthew Kelly. In 1987, Mark Granger took over the slot, and for the first time it went live, as previously links had been pre-recorded in advance. This meant that there could be competitions and phone-ins. In 1989, the contract passed from Central to Stonewall. This ushered in a well-regarded era with Gene Downs and Scally the Dog. Then in 1991 it went back to Central, to an era that wasn't liked quite so much. Tommy Boy's in a small studio. Not bad, but not as good. In September 1993, CITV went out of vision for the first but not the last time. Dawn Airy decided to axe the presenters and replace them with Steve Ride's disembodied voice. Although not everyone's cup of tea, it's not the worst out of vision era. Then in 1998, after what must have seemed like an eternity, presenters returned to CITV. Initially, it was two then unknowns, Daniel Nichols and Stephen Mulhern, in a small set. In September 1999, it moved to a much larger set, and there were two new presenters, Tom, later Arthur Darville, and Andrea Green. Then in September 2001, by which time Tom and Andrea were gone, the look was refreshed, and there were three new presenters, David Leon, Lee Morrison and Leah Charles. In early 2002, CITV changed its set. Then again in October 2002 it was changed again, and Michael Underwood joined as a new presenter. In September 2003, due to cutbacks it was relocated to a small studio. Michael and Leah were then replaced by Andy and Laura J, before InVision was ditched again in September 2004. There's never been InVision again since, and in 2006 they created a CITV channel, not because they wanted kids to have it, but because it meant they didn't have to have it on the main channel. 3 of 3! Night time. In 1987, ITV proposed a nighttime service. In 1988, Granada launched the semi-iconic Nighttime service, involving a black silhouetted cat creeping along the letters. In 1995, the black cat was ditched and it was replaced by neon dancers. The service was almost fully national. Meanwhile, Anglia and Meridian had their own nighttime service. They experimented with lots of looks, eventually settling on floating ITV logos. Next time, let's talk about tokusatsu.